This 2 minutes 2 exercise is all about knowing your competition and finding the top competing properties to your community and how you best position yourselves against them. This assumes that you've worked in Kaleidoscope and have some knowledge of the program, so some things may appear to move quickly, but it is just that simple as you become familiar with it. This particular exercise will work with a community that has homes priced from $320,000 to $415,000. We're in a section of Indianapolis known as Fishers, and we'll be focusing on a zip code 46040. You'll see the steps we're going to take there. We'll look at a listing summary report and examine some of the characteristics to understand which properties match up best to ours. We'll then look at a property search report, which helps us see in a map view where the properties are around us and be able to select specific ones for future review. And we'll set up a notification to stay on top of new properties coming on the market. From the dashboard, I can go to my Saved Reports tab, where I have a report for this community and the competing properties around it. Running the report brings up today's data with those properties that are immediately located in my area and match the profile. I can sort this report any number of ways, by price, by subdivision, and when I find the properties I want to look at, I can get a better look at them, not just the details here, but the full listing by clicking on the listing number and reviewing that information. I also have the ability to go out through the property search feature of Kaleidoscope and also save searches that I can bring up on a map to show all the properties around me that match the search criteria. And I can look at these properties individually, or I could look at them all in a list view. If I pick one to look at and I realize it's a new searched property that I didn't have in my folder for this community, I can now go to my property folder and say I'd like to add this property to my Fishers competitive profile. It's now stored there. I can look at my folder and see all the properties that I now have in my competing property file. And one last thing I can do is, when I've got a search set up, if I want to be notified when new properties come on the market that match my profile, I can either be notified by email or through Kaleidoscope's own message center that'll post a notice to let me know that my property has got something new on the market. So those are some of the ways you can go out and find competing properties in 2 minutes in Kaleidoscope.